Hello and welcome back to another vlog from a frizzy haired girl. If you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Mehna. Nice to have you here. We are today filming this week we're filming a what I eat in a week vlog. I have kind of started doing budget-friendly meals, sort of budget-friendly meals recently, and the thing is, I don't like repeating the same meals every day. I like variance. I also like flavour. I'm not somebody who can just do really simple stuff. Like I like, it can be simple, but I just like flavour, right? I have an Indian background. I'm used to eating garlic, ginger, chili in all of my food, so I like flavour, you know, turmeric, coriander powder, like cumin. There's always flavour, bursts of flavour, so that is going to be in the bundle. I keep saying in the bundle because I can't think of the word for it, but anyway, there is going to be lots of flavour in the food, so I just thought I'd share in case anybody gets inspiration from it. I get inspiration when I watch people do these types of vlogs and I love watching it, so I'm not going to ramble on too much, but what I will do is show you what I made for last night's meal, which was a Kerala fish curry that I got out of a recipe book that I found in my cupboard. I've got my sweet potato that's been cooked in the air fryer. I'm gonna add some tuna. Then I've got some salad that I'm gonna put on the side, some beetroot and feta. I'm probably just gonna put the beetroot and some salad because I've actually got some cheese here. And I have got some beans that I used this morning. Is it a crime to use it twice in a day? I think not. And I'm gonna tear that open, pop that on now, and here is the finished product in 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, is this not the ultimate easy dinner to make? I think it is. I forgot my knife though. That would help a girl out, wouldn't it? I never used to like sweet potatoes that much, but I started eating them more and I genuinely really like them. So I've put cheese and beans on the sweet potato and put some salt and chutney on top because your girl's Indian and like I said, you like a little bit of flavour. That's good. That is good. And then I decided instead of putting the tuna on the sweet potato to put it in the salad because I feel like it would be less dry. I'm not a fan of dry things. And the sweet potato, if I put the just tuna like as it is, it would have been dry, and I didn't want to use mayo to make tuna mayo because I don't like mayo. It makes me want to vomit. I could have used yogurt, which when I make tuna mayo, I do yogurt, salt, pepper, peri-peri Nando sauce, which is such a secret that I'm, divulging to you guys, because I don't just tell anyone that, but when I tell you, it elevates it to another level. It's insane, but I didn't want to do that because I felt like beans and yogurt, that sounds like it's gonna curdle my stomach. So hence why I made the tuna salad, which is always a winner in my books. You can't go wrong. I'm gonna eat that last. I feel like the beans will go cold and the potato will go cold if I don't eat this first. I am going to take my creatine because I haven't taken it for the day, and then I'm gonna have my dessert. By the way, I forgot to say, if you're doing a sweet potato, the best way to do it, if you want it the way that I have it, is to do it in the air fryer for 50 minutes. It depends obviously what size a sweet potato is, but that size that I had was actually 45 minutes. I had a bigger one the other day and it was 50. But I also, the last 10 minutes, turned it down from 200 degrees to 180 degrees because it caramelizes so much you don't want it to burn. So top tip for the sweet potato. Right now though, I am going to be having these. These are so good. They're so expensive. They're like £6. I do also have the mango ones. Again, same price, £6. I only bought these today, but I've got 2 packets of the grape ones, so I thought I'm going to finish these ones. So I'm going to unfreeze them for a little while. Well, they need to thaw basically for a little while. So while I have my creatine and get changed, I'm going to let these thaw, and then I'm going to sit and watch the football with these 2 things. It's breakfast time, and I'm making a smoothie. I don't usually make smoothies. I look a bit rough this morning. What is going on with my hair? Let's not address that. But anyway, I'm going to try and whiz this up before it melts because it is a hot day. It is 30 degrees. It's only 9:21 this morning and I'm melting. So I'm going to tell you what's in here quickly before I whiz this up. So we've got 30 grams of protein powder. I'm reading it off my phone. 100 grams frozen berries. I've literally just used frozen blueberries. 15 grams of peanut butter. 50 grams of yogurt. A teaspoon of ground flaxseed for fibre, and some milk and water. Usually I just put milk. If I had coconut milk I would have used that, but I don't have any, so I've used some semi-skimmed milk and some water, and I'm going to whiz this up and pray that I don't need to add ice cubes and that the blueberries are freezing enough. You know what I mean. This is actually really good. I'm really genuinely looking at myself in the viewfinder thinking, what is going on? Like, even now, it's just not right. It's just not right. I started using tretinoin on Monday for my skin because it's something that I really genuinely am bothered about. If you have acne, you will understand. But I also want to show you that this is what like reality is. Like, I don't want to hide it from you because I think it's a very dangerous hole to get into if you start doing that, because you then just want to do it all the time, and that then also isn't good for your skin. But also, like, this is me, this is my skin, and I'm on a journey with it. But you know, at the moment this is what it looks like, including because I've lost some fat in my body, my face has also lost the fat. So from here, and you probably can't even tell, but I can tell, and it's just like, anyway, moving forward from that, because I feel like that's not relevant. I went off on a tangent. This is actually so good. It's usually a little bit more frozen, but because it's so hot, genuinely the heat has melted the blueberries so quickly before they even touched, I think, the jug. So usually it's thicker than this. I mean, I'm not mad at it, it's actually really yummy, but I put a little bit less peanut butter this time, so it tastes a little bit less peanut buttery. If you like a little bit more of that peanut butter flavour, obviously add more. I literally only added a tablespoon because peanut butter otherwise is just so high in calories. My personal trainer brain, because I had a certificate, I certified in personal training just after uni, and that part of my brain still looks at things like, oh, a gram of fat has 9 calories, a gram of protein and carbs has less. And then, you know, I think it's 4 or 5 calories, 4 calories. I'm going with 4 calories. But either way, like, my brain does work in that way. So I'm like, oh, if I put too much peanut butter, not that I count calories because I personally can't do that. I did do that once upon a time, but it was a dangerous thing for me because I became so obsessed with counting calories, so I just can't do that anymore. But I am conscious and aware of the fact that, okay, maybe like that would be a little bit too much, because it's all the little things that end up adding up. This isn't even all of it. There is a little bit more left. I feel like it would probably be about this much. So I'm going to drink this, watch the vlog. I'm currently watching Sophia and Chinzia's vlog. This is actually an older one, but I didn't have anything to watch, so I'm watching that this morning, and I'm going to finish my smoothie. Okay, so for dinner we have gnocchi balls. I'll show you which brand it is that I use. They're insane. Then I've got lamb, which is just resting before I pop it on my plate. And then I've got some stir-fried broccoli as well. So I am going to go take the dog for a walk in a little bit. So this is going to be that before I do that. And then the brand of gnocchi is this one. So I've just cooked the spinach and mozzarella. This one's garlic mozzarella. In my opinion, this one is superior, but for whatever reason I picked the spinach one. But they are insane. If you haven't tried them, highly recommend. This is the final plating. So I've got 3 lamb chops. I'm not sure if I'm going to eat that much, but let's see. I've got some of the gnocchi and then some broccoli. Good morning. Well, good morning for me. It might not be morning for you. It is currently Friday morning, so it's been 2 days since I last spoke to you, and I have a little bit of an update. I don't want to make this a whole rambly thing because I tend to do that a lot, and one of my goals is to not ramble too much. The last clip that you will have seen was my breakfast. I just want to briefly explain that because if you haven't ever seen that before, you're probably thinking, what the hell was that she's just eaten? So it is an Indian, I was gonna say dish, but I don't think it's a dish. It's like a pastry, like super flaky, super nice, super unhealthy. It's got so much butter, sugar, and it's literally made of butter, sugar and flour, and it's deep fried, so it's not the healthiest. But on the odd occasion, my dad will go out and he'll buy it for me, and I indulge because everything in moderation. I'm not somebody who believes in restriction. I did that years ago, never worked for me, but what I do now, it works for me. So when I fancy something, I will have it, and so this morning was one of those moments. So I had that with the Indian tea. My dad makes Indian tea every morning. I never drink it because I'm more of a coffee girl, and so I took half a cup and I just literally soaked the pastry. It's called kajli. I soaked it in the tea, and it is chef's kiss, 10 out of 10. It probably doesn't look that great, very beige food coded, but a lot of things don't look great, they taste nice. So if you ever see one and get the chance to have one, I would recommend it. It's literally a sweet, nice pastry. Actually, that's not even the sweet version, that's the savoury version, but it does taste really sweet. The sweet version is, when I tell you it's going to give you diabetes, I absolutely do not touch it. It's got like icing sugar on top. No from me. Anyway, what I did want to come on and say before this gets ultimately too long, so I need to sip my coffee, is that I haven't been eating in my normal way that I would usually eat every day. And yesterday was such a picky day. I just ate random things and I wasn't really feeling very great in myself. It is my PMS week. When I am feeling PMSy, I really am very everywhere. I get really emotional. I don't really get hungry. My appetite is either through the roof or it's like literally this big. And yesterday it was this big and I wasn't feeling very great in myself, and it wouldn't have been a great day to film for you either. So I didn't want to film something that was just subpar, but I also want to be honest with you, so I'm trying to find that balance at the moment. So that's why I just wanted to kind of come on here and tell you. I know it's been a bit of an odd week, but I showed you my breakfast this morning. I already have an idea of what I'm going to have for dinner today. It's like already brewing, and then I don't really know what I'm going to do for lunch, but I'm going to make sure that I fuel myself properly because the last 2 days have been just weird, and the progress that I've been making in the gym has actually been really noticeable to me. And the fact that I'm saying that is a big deal because I don't usually notice it. So I do feel like it's making a difference, and I want to ensure that I am supporting that by the food that I'm eating. Like I said, I'm not somebody that restricts myself. I'm not really strict on myself either. That's never worked for me in the past. I tend to have an obsessive, I don't want to say personality, but when I commit to something, I just fully commit to it. So it doesn't work for me. So I'm just very much like, I'll eat what I would like to eat, but I'm also ensuring that I'm not overloading on sugar. I'm eating, you know, foods that satiate me, making sure that I'm eating enough protein, but I'm not going, oh, I'm going to count my macros to the gram. No, I don't count macros at all nowadays. So that's basically the update. I also shared my update the other day on my skin. It's obviously now Friday. I think when I shared it with you, it was on Tuesday. So I've only applied it twice, but I do feel my skin is already glowing. So it's working. It's working and I'm feeling better in myself. But ultimately, it's down to the PMS that I'm feeling like this. That's my update done. Oh, what I did want to tell you guys about actually as well was this book. So this is called Wild Power. It is by Alexandra Pope and Sejani Hugo Wurlitzer. And I was actually recommended this book by somebody that I was on a retreat with, and it is a little bit more spiritual. It's basically about your menstrual cycle as a woman. Oh, my phone's ringing. Before we were rudely interrupted, I was talking to you about the book. I can't remember what exactly I was saying, but it's a spiritual book. It's not, I don't want to say it's a spiritual book because it's not necessarily a spiritual book, but they talk about the menstrual cycle in terms of how that connects with yourself, your mind and body, and it just helps you to become more aware of different parts of your cycle. I've never been somebody who's been very aware of her cycle, and this has really helped me to just understand myself a little bit better as well. So it's just in case you wanted the recommendation. If you don't worry about it, you can skip past. But right, that's the second interruption. I feel like that's a sign for me to basically shut up. If you want to understand a little bit more about your menstrual cycle, aside from just the science, then this book will be for you. It's a good book. I'm still in the process of reading it, but I'm really trying to take everything in and not just read it and rush it. I want to understand it. We're at a very similar angle again. So there ended up being a change of plans today. Dwayne and our niece and nephew went into London, and we went to somewhere called the Ice Cream Project because it's so hot, the kids are off school at the moment, and because English schools can't deal with the heat apparently. And so we decided to treat them, and the Ice Cream Project basically do all these different weird and wonderful types of ice cream flavours. So we agreed that we would try one weird one, and then whatever flavour everyone wanted they could get. So our one weird one was soy sauce, and it indeed tasted like soy sauce. I actually had 2 spoonfuls, thought it was really nice, and then decided, oh, that tastes like literal soy sauce. It's the aftertaste that's a bit odd. So tried that, it was really nice. We also before that went to a restaurant called Bao, which was really, really good actually. I've never been there, recommend it. They obviously do different bao buns, but they also do dumplings and rice bowls, they do noodles. It was really, really good. Their tea as well, their iced tea that I had, and the bubble tea which our nephew had, was so nice. So I recommend going there if you haven't. And we're going out again, actually, again unplanned. We are going to kimchi in London. So this is the Korean barbecue that we've ordered. So we've got beef, I think that's beef as well, veg, wagyu, I don't know what this is, some sort of pickle, mushroom, then that's the barbecue to cook it on, and they've got sauces and salads. They've got 2 sets of sauces, and this is like nuri, I think radish nuri.
It's smoking now.
Thanks, chef. Okay, so we got ice cream. Try the chestnut one. Dwayne doesn't want to be in it.
They're both interesting.
Chestnut.
Dessert.
Ooh, it literally tastes like chestnut.
That literally
Tastes like black sesame. It does, doesn't it? It's really hard to get on the spoon. It's weird, but it's not weird. It's like the ice cream you had earlier. It tasted like soy sauce. This tastes like... So I'm kind of back on track for breakfast this morning. In here I've got yogurt, granola that I made at home, blueberries, and then I've just put some agave in it. And that's accompanied by, well, it's going to be Love Island, but we just paused it.
I think it might be best, yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
We're making a sati spritz. I'd actually never heard of this. I found it on TikTok. This is what it looks like. We got this from Sainsbury's. I don't think they do it anywhere else. They might do it in Tesco, but it's like £6 more. So it says 3 parts Prosecco, 2 parts this, and 1 part sparkling water. So I'm going to open this, if I can find the... I have no idea where the thing is.
There. That zigzaggy thing is like a little peels off.
Peels off, she says. Oh, got it. Got it. Okay, so I was trying to do some maths in my head because it says 3 parts Prosecco, 2 parts that. So I basically did 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 2, Mum's face. 2 times 2 is 4. So that's what I'm going to put in there. Right, I'm going to open this.
Whoa, careful.
That happened so quickly.
Wow.
So I'm going to do 6 of these. Also, I used to be a bartender.
Is that for a glass or a whole jug that you're making?
I can do 3 and 2 if you want me to start with that, but it's a glass. And by the way, Mum's holding the camera. Ah!
Yeah, slowly, it's bubbles. You have to do it slowly, remember? Oh dear.
We pretend that that didn't happen. Behind the scenes content, you don't get to see that. So that was, I would say 3/4 because it bubbled over. So that's why I'm telling you I don't think 3 is going to be enough, because look at that amount in there. That's nothing. So that was 4. So I'm going to do 2 and a bit. So 1. Oh, it went pink. And we're going to basically watch The Housemaid, because I've not seen it. I want to see it in the cinema, but it's on Prime now. So we're going to watch that while we have this and wait for the football to be on, because England are playing, who are they playing? Norway today. And then it's supposed to be one part of this. So what? I'm going to put 2, taste it, and then we can see. If we need to add more of something, we can add more of something else. I would have put fresh mint in here if I had it, but I don't, so we're making do. Okay, I'm stirring it. Needs to be a bit sweeter for me, I think.
You got a sweet tooth.
Oh, that's quite nice. But I do feel like it needs more alcohol. It doesn't really taste very alcoholic. Yeah, you taste it. So that was Mum's drink. I'm just making my own. The plan was basically today to have, oh, bubbled over. The plan was basically today to have sweet potato, stuff a Babybel in it, have it with salmon, which I actually defrosted from the freezer to put in. But I am just not hungry at all today, and I'm just really struggling with, I don't want to force myself to eat. I'm feeling so bloated, so blech. So I think instead I am going to cook the salmon, have it tomorrow for lunch, and cook the sweet potato again for lunch and have it tomorrow. But with the food today, I just don't want it. I'm going to see how I feel. I'm having a drink. I don't usually drink at home, to be quite honest. It's very rare that I drink at home. I usually drink when I go out, but not very often. So I don't know, I'm just being intuitive. I'm enjoying myself, but I'm also not feeling guilty for it, because I don't, like I said, I don't do it very, oh shit, that went over. Just making a mess. I don't do it very often. So yeah, I'm gonna have a drink. I'm not gonna feel guilty for it, and I'm just being real and being honest with you. I would rather do that than, you know, I said that before, sit here and lie to you and say, oh, I'm doing this, when that's not always the reality, like majority of the time. And I will do another one of these videos when I actually have, you know, a week where it's not so random, because it is really random this week what I've done, and it isn't usually like that, but it's just, I decided to film it and that's how it's gone down. So again, like I said, I would rather be honest with you than not. So I will film a week where it doesn't look like this, so you can get a better idea. And I haven't had one of these weeks in a really, I haven't had one of these weeks in a really long time. So how nice is this drink colour, by the way? For your pink girl, this is going to be your drink. And it's actually so nice. That is actually really, really good. I don't like Aperol Spritz because I don't like orange. This is a bit tropically fruity, exotic. It's actually really, really good. So I highly recommend it. The liqueur itself is actually bright pink as well. So it's a cute drink, basically. So yeah, I suppose I'm gonna close the vlog off here, to be honest, because tomorrow, although I'm having the salmon and potato, I will be making that again. It's become my new favourite meal. Not this week, because this week's been a bit everywhere, but that is my new favourite meal. So I will be vlogging it in another vlog. So you're going to have to subscribe and stay tuned to my next vlog to actually see what that meal looks like. I have also made it on TikTok, to be fair, so if you follow me on TikTok, you will have seen it on there. I don't really have much more to say, to be honest. I'm very excited to see The Housemaid. I wanted to see it in the cinema, but we didn't end up seeing it because I said to my friend that we'd go together and we just couldn't get our diaries aligned. So now that it's come on TV, I'm actually buzzing. I've been waiting for so long to see it. So we're gonna sit and watch it before we watch the football. Probably gonna have some pizza, I'll be honest with you. One of my goals this year is to increase my muscle mass. I know this is not the way to do that, but I also am trying to be realistic about it and take a long-term approach and approach it in a way that I'm not feeling guilty, I'm not feeling pressured, I'm not feeling obsessed and then guilty. I'm just trying to spend the majority of time focusing on eating, you know, good foods that fuel me, that allow that, but also not just the point of getting your protein in, but also things like getting your fibre in, getting your, you know, fruit and veg in, and also accepting part of that, you know, balance, that life balance, is accepting that sometimes you're going to have weeks or days where things are a little bit off, or life just doesn't always allow for that. And I know, you know, when you go into restaurants you can make healthier decisions and things like that, but I'm such a foodie, I also want to be able to enjoy this. And when I feel PMSy, sometimes it is really unpredictable and I could just feel not hungry at all, and then there are weeks that I'm PMSy that I feel super hungry and I will eat, you know, fibrous, you know, more heavy hearty meals. So it really depends. And because of the heat at the moment, you know, we're like 35 degrees and we don't usually have this, my body's also going, what the hell is going on? So yeah, like I said, being candid, being honest, and the more I make of these, the more that you will see the way I eat, what my tendencies are, and you'll kind of understand it. But that's just the way it is for now. And like I said, this is just me being real with you. I'm not pretending anything, I'm just being honest. So anyway, in the sake of me trying not to ramble as per usual, I still rambled, but I just wanted to kind of have a little debrief, I suppose, with you. If you enjoyed the video and my honesty, give the video a thumbs up. I know everyone says that and it sounds so cliche, but it genuinely does help, and I want to make more of these videos for you. So if you want to see more and you enjoyed it, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And as always, if you're going through something, just know that every setback is a setup for a comeback, and whatever you are going through right now, it is shaping who you are becoming. It's allowing you to become stronger. Oh my god, I thought somebody was coming out from the corner, but it was the tissue. Oh my god, when I tell you, it was that kitchen roll. It just started blowing in the wind because the back door's open. I don't know if you saw my face, but it literally scared the life out of me. I thought there was like somebody coming at me from outside. I need a sip of my drink, to be honest. Oh, so good. As I was saying, if you're going through something, just know that even though it's hard, the person that you are today has gotten through every single thing up until this moment, and it has allowed you to become stronger, and it's setting you up to be able to face anything and everything. And what you are doing now will also build you and allow you to be the incredible person that you were always meant to be. So getting a little bit deep here, but it's truly the way that I am, it's what I believe in, and if that helps even one person, you know, I've done whatever it was that I was meant to do. I just like enjoy lifting people up, to be honest. It's something that I feel like we should all be doing. It's not hard. Being nice to somebody doesn't cost anything. I just want you to know that if you don't believe in yourself today, I believe in you, and know that anything is possible in this life. So I love you. This is me checking out, and this is literally being filmed the day before I get it live, because I'm going to get it live for you tomorrow on Sunday. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you soon in the next one.